80% of the problem you are going to have while making your first investment in real estate is normally due to misinformation. Trust me, I have been in this industry for a decade. I have interfaced with a lot of clients. I have closed several deals. And these statistics, if you try it out, you will discover that what I'm telling you is true. This is what a first-time buyer should do. That problems that you have at the end with a developer or a realtor that introduce you to a certain investment will not come to be a big problem between both of you. The common questions a first-time buyer should ask is this. Before the questions, most first-time buyers, if I ask you now, if you want to buy a property today, what are the first things you are going to look out for? What are those first questions you ask? Over 70% pay attention to price. How much is this? How much is this? How much is this? Bring it down. That is not how a real estate investor thinks. Because beyond price, there are so many things that is going to protect you. There are so many things in that transaction that is going to give you joy, which is why we are having this series at our time. The first question you should ask is that what exactly are you paying for? Yes, the common answer is I am paying for a house. What house? Over this series, we have talked about how certain things influence the properties you buy, especially if you are buying for investment. Aside that, even if you are living in those properties, about 2-3 weeks ago, our series we talk about neighborhood and how it is important for the functionality of property you are buying. That's the first question. What are you paying for? Are you paying for comfort? Are you paying for security? Are you paying for luxury? Are you paying for neighborhood? Are you paying for location? You should ask those questions. Some of those questions is what you ask yourself, then you note it down. What exactly are you looking out for in that property? That's the first question you should ask. Then second one is what documents, legit document that back that transaction. We have also talked about documents in our previous series that certify real estate transaction. One of them is certificate of occupancy if it is a land. Then development approval if you are buying within an estate. And don't forget deed of assignment, transfer of ownership. These are many more are documents that legitimately affect a real estate transaction. Are you asking that person what document comes with this property? Then another thing is what future cost will come with it. As said in previous video, a property that is cheap now doesn't mean it will be cheap forever. You can go for a cheap thing today and it will be more expensive in the future. And one of the most arguments that people are giving us when you talk about sustainability is that it is expensive. Yes, short-term cost for long-term benefit. This is what you also ask yourself, what future cost are you expecting? This will come with terms of maintenance, repair, and the way the structure is being built. Another question you should ask is, especially if you are buying for investment, how easy is it going to be if you want to resell or you want to exit that investment? There are so many people that are struck in their investment because at the inception they went for what is cheap. They don't go for what is valuable. And when they are trying to resell, they find it difficult to see a buyer because these questions they don't ask them from the beginning. And finally, what risk that you are not seeing? You should ask yourself, what risk? Risk is anything that can make you to lose that your hard-earned money. And previously we talked about this, and in fact, subsequently in our next video, I believe we should talk about the risks that you should look out for while making real estate transactions. But it's very important. Risk can wipe you off the ground, and it can take away that money you work hard to earn. And the quality of questions you ask while you are buying a property determines the safety of that purchase. If a seller, someone that is selling property to you, or a developer like us, cannot clearly provide answers to some of these questions, that is a signal. It's a raw no. As a developer, we respect buyers that ask questions, because when your buyer is informed, is knowledgeable about these transactions, it will reduce some level of frictions at the end of the day. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to follow our social media handles across our platform. As usual, I am here as Yunusa, and I'll be the one guiding you. Thank you.